If the Earth is flat, why is Antarctica colder than the North Pole? So picture this, we've got two ends of the Earth, right? On the globe model, the Arctic is up top and Antarctica is down at the bottom. Both get about the same sunlight, both are covered in ice, both are supposed to be extreme. But in reality, the North Pole is warmer, it has seasons of melting ice, it even has wildlife and plants surviving there. Meanwhile, Antarctica? It's a giant desert of ice, no trees, no villages, no cozy little animals. Just endless ice walls, freezing winds and temperatures so brutal that humans can't even live there permanently. Doesn't that already sound suspicious? Now here's where it gets interesting. On the flat Earth model, Antarctica isn't a little continent at the bottom, it's actually a massive ice ring that surrounds the entire world. That changes everything. If Antarctica is the edge barrier, it means it's constantly shielded from direct sunlight. Unlike the North Pole, which gets the sun circling overhead throughout the year, the Antarctic ring sits on the farthest reaches, always catching the weakest angle of the sun's light. That would explain why it's colder, why it's harsher, and why it feels like a frozen prison nobody can escape. And think about this, why do we hear about expeditions to the North Pole, but never about freely exploring Antarctica? Why are there international treaties signed by dozens of countries making sure regular people can't just go there on their own? If it's just a frozen wasteland, what's there to hide? Maybe it's because if anyone could explore it fully, they'd realize it's not just a continent. It's the very edge of our world. Here's another thought. On the globe model, the sun is supposed to be 93 million miles away, blasting the Earth evenly. But if that were true, how could the North Pole be warmer than the South when they're basically the same thing? Shouldn't both poles be equally frozen? Unless, of course, the sun is much closer, much smaller, and moving in circles above us, like a spotlight. In that case, areas closer to the center, like the Arctic, get more direct exposure. Areas farther out, like Antarctica, are lit from a distance, which keeps them colder. Suddenly, everything starts making sense. And one more thing, why do we see videos of penguins in Antarctica, but not thriving human settlements? Yet, in the Arctic, we've got people living there, building communities, raising families. If both poles are supposedly the same, why is one livable and the other forbidden? Could it be because one is just ice floating in the ocean while the other is a massive wall encircling us, keeping everything in? So the next time someone says, if the Earth is flat, why is Antarctica colder than the North Pole? Flip the question back on them. Ask, if Earth is a globe, why isn't it equal? The truth is, the flat Earth model doesn't just explain it better, it also raises the kind of questions the mainstream never wants us asking. If this video got you thinking, don't stop here. There's way more they're not telling you. Check out the next video on this page, because once you see how deep this rabbit hole goes, there's no going back.